display capture. Okay, why is display capture not working? Okay, there we go. It's working. It is working now. There was one setting that apparently made it decide that it wasn't going to work. Sorry.
Is that what made it the stream go black
Yes.
in the last One Piece episode?
Yes, because apparently, for some ungodly reason, instead of doing the display capture like I've told it to do every other time, and it has worked every other time, it decided that it was going to try and use the webcam, which it didn't have permission to use. So the screen was black.
That would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Let's do this.
So is it working now?
Yeah, it's working. It is definitely working. I have checked. It is functional. Everything is fine. We have video. We have audio.
That does mean that your double nat 20 roll is lost to the wisps of time in anything other than audio form.
Well, no, we can just scroll back up in the chat log in the next session.
Do that, but we'll forget.
I won't.
I won't. It's my double nat 20.
Yeah, so between Eli and I, one of us will remember it, and then I'll do it.
Oh, by the way, we're doing crit fails and crit successes in this thing as well. Like I do.
I'll try it for this. I'll try it for this session and see how it goes.
All right.
Fair enough.
Yep.
If it doesn't work, well, yeah. If you guys keep on rolling nat ones, maybe I'll get rid of crit fails.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't.
Success won't always work for like whatchamacallit?
Skill checks?
Yeah, skill checks. Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's typically how it goes with crit successes. It's the highest degree of success that is possible. That doesn't necessarily mean you succeed. Sometimes it just means you fail in the least painful way.
Yeah, you're not going to get to figure out exactly what's going on a single crit success.
No, that's fair. Although I do imagine that'll give us a big advantage on our next attempt.
Oh, no. You'll get a decent amount of info on whatever it is you're doing.
I'm not going to expect us to get everything. I'm expecting us to give the maximum amount we could theoretically get from the specific thing we're looking at.
Yeah. Honestly, with this campaign, just expect pain, honestly.
Oh, great. Joy of all joys. Great, pain.
Actually, you're playing Ezra.
Almighty
So what type of pain? No, I need to get into character.
Jesus Christ, Alex, stop being so horny.
Almighty push.
Almighty pain.
Oh, you don't even get the reference, Robbie.
I know I don't. I'm just playing it up. Don't worry, just let me be an idiot for a moment, Eli, before I have to...
It's far greater than yours!
I'm kind of tempted to do it
for 10 minutes straight.
Before Hedon's theme starts playing on max volume.
So technically it's just the generic Akatsuki theme, but...
Well, actually, no, it's specifically called Crimson Flames, and it's granted as Hedon's theme. The Akatsuki has a different theme. It's just Hedon's version of the Akatsuki theme.
It's a badass theme.
It's a badass theme.
Anyway, that's enough about Naruto.
Let's jump back to Fate.
Yes.
So, the three of you have been personally selected as members to participate in the new Master initiative for a branch of Chaldea that's located in a secret location on the Yellowstone Reserve. After several years of attempting to get in, they finally managed to get you guys here. You arrive at the front door of Liskos to find it completely sealed shut.
Right.
It is currently nighttime. The three of you do not know each other.
Hey, are you two the other monsters?
Yeah, that's right. Who are you?
Yes.
I'm also one of the masters. My name's May.
Oh, yeah, my name's Ezra.
Nice to
Quite
meet you, Ezra.
interesting. Yeah, yeah. So what about you? And he's just gonna point over to Elaine.
Hmm?
And you?
I'm Elaine, Kaiji.
Oh, well, I suppose they're ready to receive us, aren't they? Don't even open the bloody door.
Hmm.
If you wish to like describe your character's appearance, now's the chance.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone else want to go first, or do you want me to?
I thought we'd go in order of introduction.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that's me first then. All right.
Yep.
So May is 5'8". She has light brunette hair and blue eyes, has an average build, and typically wears trendy, modern-ish clothes. She also has an amethyst necklace.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll go. So Ezra is 6'1".
Mhm.
He has dark skin.
Mhm.
Yeah, he has a biker outfit. I wasn't able to achieve it with coloration, but it's a variation on Uluru in terms of his outfit. So it kind of looks like a red, dark, rocky gray. And that
Cool.
just makes up his entire biker outfit. So
Mm.
it's kind of like a long cloak.
Mm.
It's got like couple spikes, and he does have like Aboriginal symbols like running down the front of it and the back. And yeah, he just has a black mane of hair going over his shoulder.
And
Is that my turn now?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Elaine's around 5'7".
Mm.
So she has long blonde hair. She has tied up high, like a high long ponytail. She wears thin glasses over her blue eyes, and she's somewhat skinny, but she is actually at least a little built when it comes to muscle wise. She'd probably be described as attractive, but that's about it. And she's typically just wearing fairly normal clothes, like not trying to stand out too much.
Alrighty.
I don't recognize those symbols on you, Ezra. Are they runes from your culture?
Ezra?
Okay.
Robbie?
Never mind.
Robbie? No, wait, I think
Robbie
he's had
did-
the mute bug again.
Yeah, I think
Robbie,
Robbie's, like,
are you
inside,
muted?
but-
Or is Ezra specifically not talking?
No, I think he can't talk right now.
Okay. Okay, alright. Fair enough. I genuinely wasn't sure whether that was in character or not because
It was very in character, to be fair.
Yeah. It was,
just completely ignoring me.
Just,
uh,
I'm fully expecting this to happen a lot with all of the male characters.
oh man.
it's just Aboriginal symbols from the Turrbal tribe. That's all it is. Summer to winter.
Neat.
Just
Terrible. That's Brisbane, Australia, right?
yeah, that's right. Did you study geography or something?
Kind of. Like, my parents traveled around a bunch when I was younger, so it's kind of got used to the world.
At this point, you'll hear a loud and looking over, you'll see the giant, almost looks like a safe vault, begin to twist until it starts slowly swinging open, and out from inside, you see him. Out from inside, you see a man stumble. He looks to be about like late 20s, maybe early 30s, and he's wearing a gigantic like lab coat that's at least a size too big for him. He's got very messy brown hair that's like curled up a lot, and you can't really tell what his eyes are from so far away, but you can see that he's wearing incredibly large round glasses. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Am I late? Ah, damn it!
Yeah,
I've
but
been
that's
so
okay.
been so swamped with work all this recently. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet. It's nice to meet you all. My name's Lucas. Lucas Wildright,
Cool.
and I'm gonna be your guide for Caldea Obeliscos. Now, I assume you three are the recent master candidates.
That would be correct.
Yeah, it would be. What took you so long?
Yeah, sorry. You see him holding like a giant book and like frantically flipping through the pages as quickly as possible. All right, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Ah, here we go. Okay. Um, when I call your name, please say here. Um, Elaine Kaiji,
Here.
Mai Kitakureme.
It's May, and here.
Ma- Sorry.
That's fine.
And Ezra Yidak.
It's your darky. And yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
All right. That's everything done. And he'll like close the book with a big. Okay. Now then, I think before we get started, we should introduce ourselves a little bit more. I'll go first. My name is, as I said, Lucas Wildright. I'm 26 years old. I was originally a
Being
member
interrupted
of.
by Nila.
Oh, hold on, I'll close the door.
Your brother is also loud. It's not like Eli's the only one, and also he can't control
I know, but
Neela.
there's nothing I can do about my brother, short of
nothing I can-
knocking him the fuck out, because my door is closed.
What about Neela?
Eli can't do anything about Neela either.
Well, what I mean is my door, I can't do anything more, is what I mean. Because your door was open, you closed it, sound got reduced. I have my door
Closing it
closed,
now.
but I can't do anything else.
Anyway,
Mm.
back to the thing.
Mhm.
Back to the thing. My name is Lucas Wildright. I'm 26 years old. I was born in Brisbane, Australia, and I was originally a member of the where is it? I was originally a member of the Atlas Institution before coming to work at Caldea, and currently I hold the title of the head of the research department. Okay. Now, who wants to go? Who wants to go first, introducing themselves?
I guess I'll go. I'm May. I use runecraft magic. My parents worked at the clock tower for a bit, and I decided to come here because I wanted to use my magecraft to help people.
Ah, very good, very good. And you'll see him like open his book again and start scribbling something down. All right, who's next? Oh, Kaiji. I recognize that name. You must be Senku's daughter, right?
Yep, that's me.
Ah,
Dad
He's
hasn't
so-
been a part of this, has he?
oh, he's talked a lot about you. A lot about you.
Oh god, Dad.
A lot about you. Well, let's go with you then. Do you mind introducing yourself to the rest of us?
Sure. I'm Elaine Kaiji. I was born in Dublin, Ireland, but I have basically traveled around the world for the majority of my life alongside my parents. I don't really have any specific mage crafts. Actually, I've barely learned any, and I didn't come from anywhere specific, I guess.
Not exactly the most descriptive girl, but that's okay. After all, we're here to learn about each other so that we can work better together. So thank you for being open and honest with us. Now then, Ezra.
Yeah, All right, well, I guess I'll start. I'm a member of the Turbell family,
Tribe.
Brisbane, Australia.
Actually, Elaine, there is a Turbell family and a Turbell tribe.
Wait, there are?
Yeah, generally the family are the ones that intermingle with the rest of society, whereas the tribe tends to be more seclusive.
Huh.
Anyway,
Good
please
to know.
continue,
Would it
Ezra.
be reclusive?
Anyway, please continue, Ezra.
Well,
Good enough
kind of.
for dignifying that.
Well, it depends on your point of view. Besides, being a recluse isn't all bad. You can learn things if you learn to talk less. But anyway, I continue. I was a part of the family for a while, but something happened. I don't know what exactly, but I'm hoping to avenge past misgivings and correct wrongs.
Hey, that's not exactly the greatest reason to be a master, but I guess you were recommended by what best. So, and
The fuck
yeah,
is
Eli,
that?
what was that you were fiddling with? That was loud.
sorry, that was the ruler. It
Why do you
accidentally bumped the mic.
stop fidgeting with loud things?
It accidentally bumped the mic. It wasn't it
Why do
itself
you
wasn't
have the
loud. It was
ruler?
just way too. Well, you told me to get rid of the magnets.
Just pick up something else, like a fucking pillow. Those work. Those are squishy. Those don't make noise unless you do what I just did.
They also get incredibly hot in the middle of summer.
I didn't say use it. I said pick it up.
Just
Say
get
that
a
again?
quiet fidget. Hell, I will take you to a $2 shop and I will buy you a quiet fidget if it means that you aren't going to be playing with magnets half the session. Magnets and metal poles and rulers and all of that. I will take you and I will buy you a fidget that isn't noisy.
Fine. Alright, but not
I
now.
am serious. Yeah, not now because we're in the middle of the session, but seriously, I'm going to meet you up in person and I am going to get you a quiet damn fidget because this is ridiculous.
All
Well,
right.
after that timely presentation of our most lovely goods of no sound, no sound items.
All right then.
Yep,
Seems
sorry,
like it.
back.
Well, it seems like everything's lining up with your profiles. Yep, you're definitely the same ones. All right. Now, I assume that this goes without saying, but this place is of maximum secret. No contacting anyone on the outside unless they're with a high-ranking member in either the Atlas Institute or the Clock Tower, or I guess the Wandering Sea. But something tells me that there is no high-ranking members there.
It's
Who
kinda
knows?
just- It's kind of just a mess of bad personalities.
All right. Now, before we head inside, a brief overview. We here at Chaldea Obeliskos, well, I'm assuming you've heard of Chaldea Prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll history, all of you.
Yep, no worries.
Let's find out how somewhat.
Oh well.
Well, in a second when it lets me.
Okay, I don't have proficiency with history, so that's a flat 5.
Yeah, flat 9. Oh, there we
13,
go.
possibly higher.
Do you have proficiency? It's in
I'm
the
checking.
journal. Remember?
No, I do not. So it's a flat 13. 1 sec, I have to refresh the page. It's being weird.
Okay. My
May.
May. I was getting in character for Luke. I was getting in character for Lucas there, and then
Okay.
yeah, because like Lucas was like flustered and yeah. May, you know nothing.
Yep, fair.
You've maybe heard the name before,
Mm.
obviously, because you went to Chaldea, and your parents or like other members of your family kind of gave you a very half-hearted, oh yeah, they're people who study magecraft. But other than that, you know nothing about it. Ezra, you know a little. Ezra, you know a little more. You know that it's based on you know that it has pretty close connections to the rest of the rest of the Greater Mage Association,
Yes.
and that it has some pretty high-ranking members within it. Elaine, you pretty much know everything that there is to know about Chaldea without actually having been there yourself.
Mhm.
Um,
I know a decent chunk, I believe.
I
well,
wasn't told a lot. A lot of it was top secret, so I only know the very basics.
Chaldea was the observation point to observe the something to do with fabric of the human order. I believe that I believe they have the legendary Master Riska Fujimaru, right? The one that saved the world multiple times over.
very good, very good, very good. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Pretty much all accurate. Chaldea was originally formed to protect as a protection method for the human order. Um, they originally had a whole master program with at least 8 different masters, from what I understand. But
48.
I only remember I only remember ever hearing about 8 of them. Unfortunately, due to some severe circumstances, only one of them ever actually managed to fulfill the role. That being Risuke Fujimaru.
Mm.
Oh, after after some of the more recent triumphs of Fujimaru, Chaldea realized that there was a significant problem with the research department and and how they store the information on the servants they collect. So they decided to set up this Chaldea Obeliskos, and he'll like gesture to the open door behind him. We here at Chaldea Obeliskos have the same goal as Prime Chaldea, but we go about it very differently. Whereas they're focused on observing human history to maintain the human order, we're more focused on the research side, observing as many and quantifying as many different heroic spirits and um, possible world-ending events as we can to better prepare ourselves for any future grand orders. Now, with that brief introduction out of the way, who wants to get out of this cold, huh? And you'll see him like shivering.
All right, let's go.
Why not?
All right.
Welcome everyone to your new home for the next probably few years, Chaldea Obeliskos.
It'll probably be the hostel.
Unfortunately, there isn't really any other places for at least 20 kilometers.
Yeah, actually, I was meant to ask that. How exactly have you kept this giant this giant facility secret from one of America's most popular national parks? Also,
Quite simply, this is an area. Well, you did cross through the national park to get here, didn't you?
yes.
You can notice how this was well off the beaten trail, somewhere that pretty much no one's ever going to look. Plus, the
You are
park
unaware of how stupid Americans are.
Yes, well, luckily for us, the park set up that whole fake construction site, right? Remember you had to tell those construction workers that you were with Obeliskos.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Not to mention the Mage Association. Between the Mage Association, the Atlas Institute, the Clock Tower, we have enough leeway to make sure that no government officials are gonna come wandering in here.
Provided this place doesn't
Anyway.
get as notorious as Area 51, we should be good.
Don't talk
Well,
about
why do you think we?
51.
Why do you think we? Why do
Do
you think
not
we made
talk
Area?
about that place. That has fate all around it.
It does?
Why do you think we made Area
It
51
does.
so damn notorious? Huh? Oh shit! I dropped my headphones.
Oh no, it's become more able to hear.
That's bad.
Yeah, I can't hear you guys.
I'm just gonna
Anyway,
reload the page because the map hasn't loaded in properly for me.
fair enough. Welcome to Chaldea Obeliskos.
Oh wow.
So you walk inside and see just this huge tech-filled air, like tech-filled area of like really pristine gray floors, tiled walls. The doors look to be completely automated. Um, there's big windows on the other side that you did not see from the outside.
Hmm.
It looks like it must be like one way. Like somehow there's like somehow the glass is looking through the big layers of rocks that you saw earlier.
So probably outside some sort of illusion room or some sort of.
Yeah, we had the windows. We had the windows set up to use. We had the windows set up to utilize some of the more skilled talents of our mages to, well, give us a little bit of light while also allowing us to see what's going on outside. You'll find that a lot of the stuff in Obeliskos is very well made and well maintained. All right, this is the first. This is the first floor. This is where most of the actual magic happens. In terms of in terms of our equipment. Where do you want to Where do you want to go first? I need to give you a tour of every facility, so what do you want? I'll leave it up to you to decide what we start with.
Uh,
You can
well,
see three big doors. You can see three big doors. There's a purple one, a red one, and a big gold one at the end.
uh, maybe that big gold one down the end, and then make our way back to the stairs that way.
I see you have I see you have a very good eye. Yep. Uh, this big gold door leads to the namesake of Obeliskos and the pride and joy of the whole facility. You've probably, those of you who are aware, probably have heard of the human observation model Lapis back at Chaldea Prime. We took the basic concept and tweaked it a little bit to allow us a whole new window into a whole new world. We call it the Simulated Throne Observation Model Obeliskos.
Wow.
Wow.
I have to admit,
And
this is pretty cool.
you'll walk in and you'll see a big room full of a bunch of different computers and I don't really have all of them here, but like dozens of extremely busy technical support looking guys who are all typing away at the computer and frantically rushing around with different documents. At the end of the room, you can see a massive device with a glowing center that seems to be shifting and changing in to look like a map. You're not sure what it's a map of, but you can tell that it's a map of some place strange. This, as the name suggests, we've utilized some of the technology that Chaldea Prime has provided us to allow us to gain an inside look on, well, I want you guys to guess.
Throne observation. So the throne of heroes.
Mm-hmm. Spot on the money.
Wow.
What you're looking at right now is a detailed inside look of the Throne of Heroes itself. Something which up until recently we didn't even think was an actual real place. Turns out it's somewhere that we believe to reside on the imaginary axis, although we don't actually currently have any proof of that.
Okay.
Does anyone want to have a closer look at the model?
I would.
All right, make a perception check with advantage because it's not really doing anything at the moment.
I'm glad I had advantage. Let me just quickly check my proficiency.
Damn.
I am so glad I had advantage. So that was perception. I don't have proficiency in that, so that's just a flat 10.
Also take a look as well.
Yeah, may as well, honestly.
I already did.
Just
With
waiting for
advantage, you said, Eli?
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay. That's over 20, I believe.
I guess May is just not
I think
particularly
it is.
observant.
I know it is 20. It is 20 because I have novice perception.
Fair.
Yeah, mine's just flat, mate.
Fair enough. Well, everyone that got above a 15 will be able to tell. May, May is just kind of blinded by the light and
The shiny.
It's
as
bright.
well. So, no, I'm kidding. You'll see that it seems to be like while it is definitely glowing, it seems like the actual model itself is made out of some sort of almost clay-like substance. It seems to be slightly shifting and moving around a little bit, but it roughly holds the form of a massive, kind of looks like a cathedral, with pillars, shooting up skyward, and several different rooms with different areas. You'll see what you thought was originally just the whole thing glowing is actually a series of small glowing dots, thousands to millions of them, that are all dotted around the different places within the map.
Oh.
Um, what you're seeing there is well, heroic spirits.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, more than there's stars in the sky. And what's crazy is that this is only one level. This is only one level of the throne that we've been able to access. So far, we've been able to determine that the throne is made up of 3 separate layers. Uh, excuse me, Richard, could you? And one of the back guys will just, yep, on it, just a little typing, and you'll see the whole throne, the whole model shift and warp and change, even changing from a clay-like substance to what looks more like obsidian. And a whole new series of uh, heroic spirit dots shining a completely different color appear on this obsidian layer. As far as we can tell, this one's the lowest layer of the throne. We don't really know what resides within it, but well, as you can see, it's a whole lot darker than the top one, or than the middle one. All right, show him the very top on it, and it'll shift again, changing from obsidian to marble, and completely flattening out until there's no like pillars, no separate rooms, just a completely flat area filled with dots. And this is the top layer. We're not really sure what the different layers are meant to represent, or if it's completely arbitrary. But well, from what we can tell, it is split for whatever reason.
So you've got some in a cathedral and some on a field. Or at least
And
what
the
you
top-
could call a field.
Huh. I guess it does kind of look like a field. Never really noticed that before. Good eye, Ezra.
Yeah, whatevs.
Well, that was rude. Just mumbled under the breath.
It was answering the question, that's all it is.
It's mumbled under the breath.
This is you guys. Something like this is really impressive. I mean, to be able to actually look into the throne of heroes itself.
Yeah.
I mean, any other layman person would probably call it. And at the same moment, another voice will pop up from behind. One could almost call it a miracle. Do you
Oh.
wish to look back to see who said that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll see at the doorway a lady dressed in a full business suit walks in. She's holding herself a very high posture. Her black hair flowing down to her down to nearly her knees, but tied up in a high ponytail. She's wearing sunglasses, but other than that, every other aspect of her screams business professional. She's walking in as if she's the highest person, as if she's the most important person in the room. Oh, you're here, everyone. This is this is our head of operations at Caldea. She basically holds the same role as she basically holds the highest rank within the organization itself. Essentially, she's all of our bosses. She is also she was responsible for the creation of Obeliskos that you see in front of you, as well as all of the different homunculi that we have working for us, as well as in the demi-servant program. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Matilda von Einsburn. Oh,
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
It was the
And
disconnect reconnect.
Yeah, that was me, because... Sorry, it just disconnected. I was playing the audio through the computer, but anyway.
But damn, the presence of this lady is so badass. just fucking, just fucking knocked you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hello, I guess. You're not planning to go onto the beach, are you?
In this way, you certainly do not. You certainly are inexperienced. Obeliskos, the Obeliskos program, and she'll walk completely past the three of you. Works on a system similar to how servant summoning works as a whole. Whenever a servant is summoned, a signal must be sent to the throne for the container to be filled. That signal we can then process and use as a form of radar to be able to gain a glimpse into the throne itself. We have a simulation running 24/7 that simulates thousands of these servant summonings at once. Of course, we cancel the actual summoning before any servant can get here. That is how we're able to gain a very good look on the inside of Obeliskos itself and of the throne. We then have a golem constantly shifting to make up a interpretation of the data. One could call it a miracle, if one was foolish enough to do so. I suppose you must be the three master candidates.
I believe that is us, yes.
Then let's get one thing out of the way right now. And she'll step closer to the three of you. Whilst you are here, you are to address me as Lady Matilda. Do you understand that?
yes, Lady Matilda.
Yes, Lady Matilda.
Yes, Lady Matilda.
Disappointing. And she'll pull out a notebook and start scribbling stuff down. Seems to be far more focused on rank than actual proven merit. Yes, and she'll flip it closed. All right, I shall allow you to get back to your little excursion. I shall be heading down to meet with the other demi servants. Once Lucas has gotten you through the rest of here, I'm assuming you'll be joining us. And she'll walk past the three of you and head back out. Wow, you guys actually called her Lady Matilda?
Well, she asked us to, so it seemed the respectful thing to do. Was that wrong?
She was testing you guys. She does it to every new recruit.
Oh, so we were just meant to call her Matilda, or something like that.
Well, the way she says it, if someone's actually willing to call her Lady Matilda, even though she hasn't proven any of her current capabilities, then they're far more focused on a person's rank than their actual merit, and could cause issues within the organization itself.
I honestly just wasn't sure whether I should call her Miss.
Yeah. Don't worry.
So I kind of
Don't worry, it doesn't do it. Don't worry, it's not likely that she's going to kick you out, but
I
Well,
have
good luck.
serious doubts about that ability.
I'm rather
Well,
used to
good luck
people
getting
with
back in
peerage
Yellowstone.
titles. Quite simply, a lot of them haven't earned the peerage titles, but at the end of the day, it's just a matter of respect to refer to them like that.
Yes, well, something about Matilda seems to be she seems to be very against the whole pedigree over power concept,
Hmm. Okay.
and that tends to well try to extend to the rest of Chaldea with limited success.
Hmm.
All right, this well, that's the obeliskos. That's the obeliskos room itself. If we can continue our little tour.
Hmm.
And yeah, he'll just walk out of the building or out of the room. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do in there before you headed off? For
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, not really.
fair enough. Um, yeah, he'll then walk up to the red door. In here, you'll see the ray. In here is our ray shift chambers. Only really in case of emergency. We only have three. Um, which is still one more than This is still one more than the original Chaldea managed to have. So
The original had 7.
yeah, but
And
only two of them were ever used at a time.
yeah, because the rest got blown the fuck up and they had no other compatible people, Eli. They had 8. They've actually used more.
Yeah.
That's how they get extra servants in.
Really, I've only ever heard of them using two.
You seem to know a lot about the original Chaldea, Elaine.
Um, I did my research.
Well, since one of your parents works here, I imagine it was easy to get some insight.
Hmm. Also, Dad wouldn't shut up about him.
Well,
Well,
I'll
your dad
definitely
was
have to catch up on my research now that I'm here. I didn't get a chance to do all that much because a lot of it was behind top secret folders, but now I can definitely get to know my role here a lot better.
absolutely. In fact, I believe Elaine's dad might be able to help you with that.
Hmm.
He is the head of the education department after all.
Wow.
Hmm. Interesting.
All right. You don't really need to see inside the ray shift chamber. It's pretty much just a room with 3 tubes,
Hmm.
and he'll walk right past that. Up here is going to be very important to your stay. He'll go to the purple door. Inside this area is another one of the big inventions that we use at Obeliskos to help progress our capabilities. It's known as the let me just get the full name of it. It's known as the Mystic Code Creation Center Malleolus. I think it's Greek for something. I don't know.
Oh, all right, Brain Girl. Do you have something on that? And Ezra's just gonna turn over.
Yes, Liam. Although, yes, but also he's not going to be,
Hmm. Okay. I've heard bits about it. I don't know. I don't know everything. I just heard bits and pieces.
Well, you've traveled the world, haven't you?
Yes, I haven't traveled here though.
Well, I just figured that you would know. Anyway,
It's fine. We'll be learning about all of this stuff together. Anything that we don't already know, we can learn it together, and I'm sure we'll be able to help each other out with it.
Well, Ezra, since you seem so keen to learn about all of this stuff, why don't you head in first? And Lucas
all
will
right.
press the button before taking a big step back. I'll see you guys on the other side.
We're not stepping into a black hole, are we?
Why? What's
No.
in there?
Oh, nothing. It's just Malleolus, the, and the people that run it.
Okay, are the people that run it particularly scary? Having a problem with intruders or something? Do they not like to be
Why don't you
interrupted?
find out? Why don't you find out for yourself, huh?
Oh,
Go on.
okay.
Yeah, whatever. And like, we'll just walk and just no fear open the door.
Oh, man. Okay, so you guys are walking into Malleolus.
Yeah,
May is
this
gonna
all
be
shame.
clutching her protection rune.
just, just go, whatever.
Oh man. So you walk in and notice that all of the lights are completely turned off. You aren't quite sure where the hell the switch is, but you can barely see to the end of the corridor that you're currently in. On either side, you can see two doors. One seems to be locked shut, and one seems to be slightly ajar. The one on the right. From the inside of the one on the right, you can hear a very faint clattering sound, possibly some heavy panting. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna walk up to the door and lightly knock on it. Even though it's open, I'm just gonna lightly knock on it.
It's fine. They didn't leave a sock on the door.
Roll a strength check.
Okay.
Oh,
Jesus.
I guess I
Knock on
do
it
well.
So hard that it swings. You knock on it so hard that it swings wide open.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just hear.
Sorry. I don't know my own strength.
Who the hell would do something like that? This is a real dangerous work environment, you know.
I'm really sorry. It was an accident.
You're gonna walk. I'm assuming you guys are gonna walk in.
Yeah.
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 Like, just gonna walk in while May's apologizing. Just no chill.
You'll see a man on the other end of the room, sitting at a massive desk, scribbling in some parchments and tinkering with some sort of small metallic object. Papers, magical symbols, not magic crests. Jesus.
They're not just stored on the fucking walls.
Yeah.
Generally, they're not.
Scrap metal, all sorts of junk is just littered everywhere on the floor. It seems like this man hasn't cleaned this room for probably since Obelisk was found.
Has not cleaned this room for never. He has never cleaned this room.
Currently, you can't tell anything about the man. He is completely shrouded in silhouette from two small lantern lights sitting on his desk. I think you might have the wrong room, dear. We're doing some pretty important work here. Unless, of course, you want to be crushed in between the cogs of a giant hammer.
I'd prefer not to, thank you. I'm terribly sorry. We were being led around by Lucas Wildbright, and he was supposed to show us all of the different areas, but he said he needed to do something else before he came in here. I do apologize if we got the wrong room.
Lucas, huh?
Mm.
I guess that means that you three are the new masters.
Yes.
I've heard quite a bit about the three of you. Well, two of you. You're here presumably to learn about the operations that you'll be needing for the sake of your travel.
Yes.
And he'll turn around. You'll realize what you at first thought was him being shrouded in silhouette is actually him wearing a very deep leather hoodie with the hood completely up over his face. He starts walking a bit closer to you, and you'll be able to see that you'll just be able to see underneath the hood. There is slight tufts of silver hair. His whole face is covered with the whole bottom part of his face is covered with a thin grey beard, and his eyes almost seem to be completely black from the distance. But as he gets closer, you'll realize that he's wearing a large amount of winged eyeshadow. His skin is incredibly pale. It looks like he hasn't been out in the sun since it was founded.
Since the sun was created, yes, okay.
The sun was founded.
Yes.
Yes.
Back in 1907 when the sun was founded.
Yes.
Despite his incredibly thin, lanky appearance, he walks over you. He rushes over to the three of you with a blinding speed. Specifically going straight up to Ezra.
Hello?
So you're finally here. Took you damn long enough. I would have thought 5 years ago you would have been the first candidate, but alas, here we are. And he'll pick up and he'll grab one of your arms and like lift it up to try and and start like inspecting.
All right, what are you trying to do?
Just a basic test of your physical capabilities.
Yeah, by
he'll
lifting
squeeze
my
the
arm.
bicep.
Yeah,
Wait, are you trying to lift the arm?
Yeah, I guess Ezra will try.
Make a strength check. Oh, actually, athletics. Wait, strength or athletics, whichever.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You aren't able to overpower him despite his incredibly thin, almost anorexic appearance. This man is quite strong. I suppose I should introduce myself. My name's Cooper. I work as the head of the technical operations here at Caldea. Cooper Emia is my full name. And you are... I would have thought they would teach you basic manners by now.
Well, I'm Ezra Yadaki. You already know that, old man.
May Takaki Murray.
I'm Elaine Kaiji.
Kaiji? Oh no, you're his daughter, aren't you? At that moment, all of the lights will come back on, and you will hear a very loud shouting from the room on the other side of the other door. Liam, would you like to introduce
Lord's up character? Sure. Cooper, the fuck are you doing? I can hear your BS from the other room.
Of course you can hear the BS from the other room, Senku. We have glass walls. The three of you will now notice that now that the lights are on, that the walls are completely made of what looks like bulletproof glass. And you can see from Cooper's straight through to the other room where you see... Well, do you want to give the description? Also, has this area been revealed yet?
No, it hasn't. No.
Well, we can see all of this here.
We can see this room and we can see this section, but we can't see this section. This section is entirely black.
Can you see this now?
See what?
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna reset the full fog.
And
then
fog.
Yep.
Oh, well, it seems like darkness is our ally.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Refreshing the page. I'll see if that fixes it.
I'm also refreshing the page.
All right.
I've come to talk.
No, it's not showing up on my. It's not showing up on my end. Is the thing.
Oh no, it's everything's black still.
Yeah, everything's black for us.
I can't. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta. Why is it not letting me reveal the area?
I don't know.
Let me do it for Cooper's room.
Just try highlighting everything again. Just highlight bits and pieces until it works.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, it's working.
Now it's worked.
All right. And I'll reveal the top area as well, since you guys can probably see that.
Almost all of it.
Yep, getting there. Hello?
Yep,
Hey,
I can see
Hello?
almost all of the top area, but I can
Yeah,
see
see.
everything in the bottom. Just the top half of the malleolus is not visible.
it's just kind of clipped out. Just
I
a
know.
little
I'm
bit.
trying. I'm
So
trying to
from
fix that.
here and above is not visible, but everything below it is.
Yeah.
Alright, well, there isn't really anything above that
That's
other
enough.
than just the name of the thing.
Mm.
We can
So
see, yeah, we can see the rest. So, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Marcus' room is it's
Marker?
Marker. Fuck! I was
Senku.
Wrong campaign.
Wrong campaign. Dude,
I'm
Senku,
assu-
not Marker. What the fuck?
I'm assuming Maka isn't going to be showing up session 1 if he shows up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Jesus.
the second I was making a Lord's Up character, I knew that I would fuck up with him calling Marker.
Yeah, we were literally saying like, you're probably gonna fuck up and call him Marker, right?
I don't think I said I'm gonna call him Marker first.
No, this
Okay,
is not
well-
Marker. This is Senku.
Okay. We'll put that on it. We'll make a chart for how many times I say that. Anyway, Senku's room is substantially cleaner. You'll also probably all fucking notice that his room definitely has a gamer set up in the corner of it. That was currently active. It seems as if he just lost a fight in some fighting game and was very much ready to start blaming it on a certain somebody next door, making him lose focus. It's also got a whole bunch of trophies on the top wall up here. Come on, man. Why do you do everything in the dark? You look ridiculous.
Do you want to describe what Senku looks like? I
Oh,
wanna
right,
say
yeah, what he
Marker.
looks like. That's what you meant. I thought you meant the room.
Oh, I mean, they can see the room.
Yeah, okay, well, in that case, I'll start. Yeah, him. So he's probably about 6'2"-ish, with very, blonde hair with blue, with the tips of it all being blue, as if it's glowing. Dismally blue eyes, and, well, he looks... Yeah, guys ever seen... guys know Mei Hatsume's design?
Yeah.
Imagine a dude.
Neat.
And then you go what Senku wears.
Which is... Hello?
Hey.
Hello? Day.
Did Liam just die for a second there?
I think he just stopped talking.
I think I stopped talking once I
Yeah.
said what he looks like. Yeah, I've said all the stuff. He said he has short hair, blonde,
You stopped talking when you said, and then there's what he's wearing.
which is that's what he's wearing. It looks like Mehatsume's stuff. That's what I said. I said it looks like Mehatsume's
Oh, I
stuff.
thought you were saying that the rest of him looks like Mei Hatsume. Okay.
No, just that. He's like
No,
a
no.
big,
bad.
decent built man